today we are here to talk about Kourtney Kardashian breaks silence about Scott Disick's new girlfriend. But before we get started, subscribe to our channel to never miss any updates. So without any further delay, let's get started quickly. The Kardashian family drama has become an obvious thing, to be precise. It no longer looks like a controversy, but some segments from the drama do mark it as a controversy. Well, precisely, this isn't the first time we are talking or discussing the Kardashians and their ex-partners. It's all the same issue, but now the drama has got some serious attention by none other than Kourtney Kardashian. Starting with, no one like legit no person was bothered or terribly shocked when the first rumors came out that Scott Disick was dating Amelia Hamlin. Well, for one who doesn't know about the same, we put up a video relating to the same, you guys can check it out there. After all, Scott has a long history of pursuing teenage models, and despite being now approaching 40, he doesn't seem to be planning to retire from the game anytime soon. Unquestionably, Scott is 37 years old, almost twice as old as Amelia, who is 19 years old. And like his previous girlfriend Sofia Richie, who was a teenager when she first started connecting with Disick, Amelia runs in a social circle that overlaps with that of the Chargers. Her mother is Beverly Hills star Lisa Rinna's Real Housewives, and her father is Mad Men actor Harry Hamlin, both familiar with Kris Jenner. You would think the situation would provoke Kourtney Kardashian. It is bad enough that she is forced to endure the humiliation of her children's father, who barely brings legitimate runway pedestrians to her family's gatherings. Strange. Well, what's more, Scott has been banging on the teenage daughters of her family she knows since childhood. But none of this cares about Kourtney at all, according to a new report from Hollywood Life. In fact, Scott and Amelia seem to have filled their wishes. The Kardashian turbulence isn't really talking about Scott and Amelia. One source recently told the outlet. They just wanted to make Scott happy, the insider added. Not surprisingly, Kourtney is a little worried about the possibility that such a young woman could play a role like a stepmother in her children's lives. But for reasons we may not understand, she seems to have complete trust in Scott. Not only is Kourtney really protecting her children, but she also lets Scott live his life, continue the insider. They still communicate every day and do things as a family. Moreover, sources confess if Amelia sticks, it may take some time to warm up on Amelia's ideas, but she's still really new and Scott makes a good choice when it comes to children. Family ties can make things a little trickier, but Kourtney and her sister seem to be terribly unfamiliar with Amelia, revealed the source. Besides, Kris knows Amelia well thanks to Lisa Rinna, Amelia's mom, so she knows she's a lovely girl, not a stranger to them. Despite recent rumors that Kourtney and Scott are back together, Kourtney seems to prefer keeping their relationship platonic in order to focus on her friendly parent-child relationship. Scott and Kourtney always hold a special place in each other's mind, but there is no romantic relationship on their cards so far, a source explained. They always care about each other because they know each other in a very large part of their lives, and have really grown together in many ways so that the bonds are always there. It's a bit of a weird deal, but Scott and Kourtney seem to prioritize the health and well-being of their children above all else, and that's all important. And that's totally valid, to be honest. However, Kourtney Kardashian was featured in a lot of news this week, and that's mainly because she's absolutely making a fuss on social media. It all started with Kourtney's belief that she was too hot to catch COVID-19. Well, she didn't really say that, but Kourtney did a lot to distract her from her criticism that she attended a large unmasked Thanksgiving gathering. Not surprisingly, campaigns in the wrong direction weren't very effective. But the controversy is short-lived and Kourtney's followers are now moving on to stick to two new stories. It has to do with a post where Kourtney appears to have blown up her baby daddy Scott. As you may have heard, Scott is dating New York star Real Housewives and Mad Men actor Harry Hamlin's 9-year-old daughter, Amelia Hamlin. Kourtney hasn't commented directly on the situation, but her ex doesn't seem to be her favorite at this time. Sometimes the universe will bring back to your life just to see if you're still as stupid, she posted in an Instagram story this week. Certainly, it was just a meme, but given her original current situation, it's not unusual that many fans jumped at the conclusion that Kourtney means Scott. And the scandal didn't end there, as Kourtney seemed to turn her beloved Hollywood actor. Like many others, Kourtney recently became obsessed with HBO's miniseries The Undoing. She captioned the photo above her, "Who Killed Elena Alves?" a reference to the show's central mystery. Of course, when celebrities get hooked on the show, they go directly to the source and interact with the star. And it was that the revealing star Edgar Ramirez reposted a photo of Kourtney with a frivolous caption, "I'm all ears," he wrote. "No one talks to me until I see it," Kourtney Kardashian replied. It may have been a mutual flirtation of her way of shutting down Ramirez. In any case, Kourtney does not seem to have broken her relationship with Scott, and they continue to engage in their own frivolous exchanges. "I don't cook or clean," Kourtney recently wrote in IG, a clear reference to Cardi B's WAP. It urged Scott to say, "That's for sure." For most exes, it may be a sign of bad blood, but Scott has always joked at Kourtney's expense. They have definitely had ups and downs in the last decade, but now they're closer than ever, a close source told E! Recently News. They call each other their best friends. They really came up with a co-parenting method that was best for them and was performing a good routine. Insiders say they are completely unfounded about rumors that Kourtney is angry with Scott's relationship with Amelia Hamlin. Kourtney doesn't care who she dates if Scott is happy and busy, a source said. He was in a good place with Kourtney and she was a great dad for her kids. That was Kourtney's happiest time. Of course, knowing Scott, he abandons Amelia and pays attention to Kourtney as she is openly flirting. Not just that, sources revealed to E! When a report on Kourtney Kardashian's dating musician Travis Barker was first published in January. Kardashian's single ex-boyfriend Scott Disick was the father of 3 children and was very pleased with him without being bothered by their dating. Entertainment Tonight sources are now telling a different story over time. In fact, one source told the outlet that Scott was envious of Barker. Scott is definitely a little jealous about the relationship between Barker and Kardashian, sources said. Scott knows that he has the upper hand as the father of Kourtney's children and that they still have an incredibly special bond that no one can enter in the meantime. Their history and love for each other are untouched by anyone else and they both know it. This source commented, is E! in contrast too. It was told in late January E! According to sources, Disick and Kardashian personally agreed to a non-romantic relationship. They were in a great place and they reached the condition that they were strictly friends and parents. There was no romance and he could be happy that she went ahead. I couldn't. Scott is happy with the kids as long as they're in good health and Kourtney is in a good place. E! Sources even added that Disick personally endorsed Barker. Scott has been around Travis several times and thinks he's a great person, a source said. He's really happy with Kourtney and isn't surprised they're dating. Kourtney spent a lot of time with Travis and it was shocking to him that they had a romantic relationship. There is none. Before Kardashian and Barker started dating, Disick found it foolish on his original Instagram. When Disick ended things with his then-girlfriend Sofia Richie in June 2020, one source told Weekly that Kardashian was part of the reason Richie and Disick broke up. Scott will always fall in love with Kourtney, which he had to face before Sofia became serious, sources said. His family was prioritized over her and it became clear that his family was his top priority above all else. This was all about it, and on that note, that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you hit like and subscribe to our channel Peeper. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section.